What is progressive overload weight training? And why is it such a powerful tool to help you not only reverse diabetes, but also burn fat, especially in those hard to reach places? Today, I want to talk about the science behind why progressive overload weight training is such a powerful and effective tool to help you to burn fat and get a handle on your diabetes health, even to the point of reversing it. It's something that my wife has successfully done. My wife was struggling with diabetes for over 8 years before she finally found the plan that works in reversing diabetes, and it only took 6 weeks to get her to the point where she was no longer taking medication. However, she also experienced something also great. She experienced the power of burning fat through progressive overload weight training, and I'll show you a couple of her before and afters. I also benefited greatly from it myself. I've been practicing progressive overload weight training for over 2 years now, going on 3 years effectively, and my results speak for themselves. Myself, I've been able to drop about 40 pounds while my wife was able to drop 63 pounds through the course. And of course, it wasn't just weight training. The diet isn't also important. You know, what you eat, you really are what you eat. But we talk a lot about diet in this YouTube channel, but I really want to delve into the power of weight training as an extra tool to get you to the point of burning fat like crazy and reversing your diabetes. So first off, what is it? What is progressive overload training? Overload weight training. Progressive overload weight training is weight training, obviously, where that involves progressively increasing either your weight, your intensity, or the frequency of repetition of your workouts. And it obviously involves weight-bearing exercises. So as you go through whatever the exercise is, a dumbbell routine or a squat routine, bench press, well, whatever weight training you are doing, and if you're not doing weight training, you absolutely need to. You have to progressively increase your weight or the frequency or intensity of the workout so that you can shock the muscles into growth. Now, in this video, I'm only going to talk about the science behind why it's effective. I'll have a part 2 that talks about what it is and how to actually do it effectively. But so, number one, the first reason why progressive overload weight training is effective in burning fat is that it increases your basal metabolic rate. The basic metabolic rate, or as many people call it, the BMR, is the rate at which your body burns calories, right? And we know excess calories is what causes that weight gain, and especially the fat deposits in the places we don't want it. So if you increase the rate in which your body burns calories, you are putting your body at an advantage when it comes to burning fat. The more muscle mass you build, the higher your metabolism is, the higher your metabolic rate is. You can get to the point where you're burning fat even in your sleep. While you're sitting down casually at lunch, your body is working to burn fat even when you're not working. All right? So put your body to work, increase your muscle mass, and in so doing, increase your metabolic rate. The second reason why progressive overload weight training is a powerful tool for diabetes and weight loss is that progressive overload training, as it increases your muscle mass, it actually is increasing your sensitivity to insulin. This is effective because, as many people know, when you have diabetes, at the very core, diabetes is a disease of insulin sensitivity. Your body's not sensitive to it. So your pancreas produces insulin and more insulin and more insulin until it's in overdrive, right? And no matter how much insulin it produces, the disease gets worse and worse over time because your body doesn't listen or respond to the insulin. But as your muscle mass increases, it actually causes your body to start to respond to insulin and become more sensitive to insulin. And so increasing your muscle mass is actually dealing with the very core problem of diabetes. It's actually working on its reversal. It's causing your body to now listen to the cries of insulin to do its job. And one of the jobs of insulin is actually to store fat. So this is where it's kind of a conundrum, because as your body is now in a state of hyperinsulinemia, that means too excess insulin in the body, your body's one of the roles of insulin is to store fat. So all that insulin floating through your blood is working to store fat, although it's not working to get sugar out of the blood and into the cells that need it. And so if your body becomes more sensitive to insulin, your body makes less of it. And if your body makes less insulin, there's going to be less fat storage going on throughout the body. Reason number 3. And reason number 3 is actually tied to reason number 2. As your muscles grow and develop, what happens is your muscles start to take sugar out of the blood. And this in turn also works on diabetes reversal. Think of your muscles as your kitchen's cabinet storage. Okay, as food energy is brought into the kitchen, your body, the body has to store it somewhere. If there's a lot of insulin floating through the blood, the insulin's going to grab that food energy, the glucose, and turn it into fat. But as you're increasing your cabinet storage in your kitchen, you've got more places for that food energy to go. So instead of the food energy, glucose that's floating through your blood, being turned into fat, the food energy is actually being directed into the muscles, the storage cabinet space, so that you have less fat deposition and your blood sugars start to go down instead of going up. So there you have it. Those are the 3 reasons why you have to include progressive overload weight training, so that you can build those strong muscles and see a great change in your diabetes health, as well as your body composition. I mean, look at the before and after pictures. As you look at these pictures, you can see, over time, as I started to develop more muscle mass, the fat deposits in my body started to shrink. My same story in my wife. As she started to get more and more into her progressive overload weight training, my daughter as well, they start to see that their body composition starts to change, even when the scale doesn't, because muscle weighs more than fat. But your body, you'll see the difference in your clothes, I tell you, and the difference will be amazing, whether you have diabetes or not. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other topics or questions you want me to dive into, leave them in the comment section below. I would love to know what it is you want to know about diabetes reversal and overall health, and so I can provide high quality videos. Also, don't forget to take advantage of our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group in our description section if you want to join in and learn more about diabetes reversal, and really take part of your diabetes health. That's why we call it Diabetes 180. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.